What's up, guys? Got another WTF review for you. This is going to be Piranha 2 The Spawning from 1981. Probably most well known because it is directed by James Cameron. I'll get into that later. Um, Directed by James Cameron. Um, this is the third time I watched this movie. I really haven't been able to find a whole lot to say about it because I don't really like it very much. But yeah, obviously, Jaws ripoff film starts off in the beginning. It starts ripping off Jaws. Even almost the score of the film almost sounds like Jaws. But anyway, goes in the water, focuses on this couple who's going scuba diving. And why are they going scuba diving? Because they're going to go down there and they're going to fuck. And yep, that's right. And they put on these scuba suits and the tanks and shit, go down to this area, and they're going to have sex down there. And you think everything's cool, and the lady breaks out a sharp ass diver's knife and cuts this dude's cuts his underwear off, and she gets completely nude. And the piranha come out, and you get to then the film starts. You don't get to see the piranha, unfortunately. You only get to see them very briefly throughout the film, except for there is one scene, probably the best scene in the movie, in my opinion. It's probably 75% through the movie. There's a big, piranhas attack. But before then, you don't get to see shit. You don't get to see any piranha. It's just like it makes these weird noises. And I was actually trying to find a way to describe the noise they make. So I turned the closed captions on the DVD. Didn't have subtitles. Turned the closed captions on, and it did not have a noise there. So I don't know what you call it. Some sort of like weird whirling noise or some shit. Really odd, but yeah, you just hear the noise and you see a bunch of blood for most of the movie. And the one of the interesting things is when the piranha, you first get to get a pretty good look at a piranha. It's inside this lady. She's in the morgue for some reason. I don't know if she's cleaning up or what, but anyway, she's in there, and the piranha is apparently inside this dead guy, and he comes out and bites the woman, and it looks like a chest buster, a chest burster from Aliens. Looks almost just like it, and it's a puppet, and they bring it out and it's a little puppet and bites them, and it looks really weird. I'd love to do like a side by side comparison, but go look that up if you're interested. It looks just like the chest bursters. Another James Cameron vehicle, you know, uh, from the future. And but yeah, this whole thing takes place on this island resort, and when it first opens up, it has a lady in bed, and this guy comes in, and he's like putting fish on her or some shit like that. Anyway, it turns out to be her son, but they got this really odd relationship. Like it's like they're flirting with each other. I was like, this dude is about to bang this old lady, but no, it's that's his mom. He's about to bang his mom, apparently. But a really odd relationship there. I get that vibe every time I watch this movie, all three times. But it's on this island. I don't know, somewhere like in South America or off the coast or some shit. Anyway, at this resort, it is famous because there's the big spawning festival, which corresponds with the fucking piranha, of course. Um, where these grunion fish apparently come onto land, and they mate and lay their eggs in the sand. They go back out to the water, and there's a big group of people out there that want to see this happen, and they apparently throw a big festival every year to honor that. So just lots of people partying and shit, basically, and just lots of people to be eaten by piranha. And that's the scene I was talking about, is the best scene in the movie, because there's like lots of people out, just like near the beach, and then you get to hear that weird noise again. And then these piranhas fly. I don't know if I mentioned that. They've got flying fish. It's some like weird genetic modification bullshit that they've just completely made up. But it's a combination of these grunions that can breathe air for a little while, and flying fish, piranhas, and who knows what else. But yeah, they fly. So they're going through the shore of the ocean, and everybody's out there like expecting to see grunions, and these fucking piranhas take flight and start killing people left and right. That scene right there, I think, is worth watching. I would just look that up on YouTube or some shit. I'm sure it's on there, but skip the rest of the movie. But one of the better things about the film, I think, is Lance Hendricksen is in here. He plays the lady's ex-husband, and he kind of comes in and saves the day at the end. Like he's really sleepwalking through this movie, though. He's barely in it at all, and he looks like he just walked off the set of Near Dark. He looks just like his character from Near Dark. I know this is well before Near Dark, but yeah, I don't know. He's just kind of hanging out. Looks like he's just been hanging out, living hard on the on the beach, just drinking beers and whatever else. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, anyway, I'd say watch that scene, skip the rest, and yeah, this is credited to James Cameron, but apparently most of the direction was actually by the producer Ovidio Santos, and apparently he didn't like the way the dailies were looking, so he took over. And Cameron kind of argues with this and says that no, I did shoot the movie, but they didn't let me see any of my footage. They didn't let me edit anything. And there was a story going around. He actually snuck in and cut his own version of the film together, but Asantis found out and destroyed that cut. Um, Cameron was fired from the film, but because there was contractual obligations to have an American as the director of the film, that's why he was stayed on as the director of the film, the credit for director. And I think Cameron said something like, "This film gets a lot better halfway through when you've had a six pack or something like that." So he's not a very big fan of this film, obviously, understandably. But yeah, it's wasn't really that great. I wouldn't really recommend it. I'd recommend just checking out that one scene. And yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Peace.